Alrighty, good morning, everybody. We are going to show you a deployed application that I've created over the last couple of weeks. This one is a logo generator that has been generated using uh, JavaScript and the Node.js. So we are going to do a walkthrough of that. As you can see, I've got a couple pages open. I've got the VS Code open, the Visual Studio Code, and then I've got my document where hopefully by the time we get done with this, you should be able to have an idea of um, graphic designing at a very basic level. All right, so first we opened up our VS Code, and of course my screen is to my left. That's why I keep looking to the left. And as you can see, we've got a couple different files that I've opened and created to help with the shape generation and also to help uh, with being able to see it in the browser as well. So first, we are going to clear this so that we can kind of start from scratch. Um, Our main file that we will be using, of course, is going to be the index.js, which is where all of our file systems are at, um, and of course, all of our prompts to get it started. So, in order to run the application, we have to get into the integrated terminal, which we can do by hitting the file through which we want to access the terminal. In this case, it's the index.js. So we're going to open the integrated terminal so that it reflects what we have in this code. Once we get here, it shows us that we are in our module and that we're ready to invoke the Node.js, which we would hit node, type node, and then we would type the file through which we want to um, invoke. In this case, index.js, we're going to hit enter, and it should start our prompts and help us start generating uh, what we want to do. All right, so it looks like we've got a drop down list. We're going to go ahead and just create a triangle. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so the color of the shape fill is going to be red. The three letters, I always like to put my initials. And then the color for the text, of course, since Spider-Man is my guy, we're going to do blue. After I hit enter, it should say that we've generated an SVG file and should restart the command line. Okay, so looks like we're good there. It says that it generated. Now, if we did it correctly, it should have a link that we could follow to uh, that file, which of course over here I have that. And we want to kind of go over on this to see if it filled correctly. So it looks like our fill color um, is red. Our font color is blue. And then the text that we entered is the JAB, which is all correct. Um, so that's good. So it generated like we wanted. What I did to help see it in the browser is I created an index.html file and just did a very generic body where we can put the text in. And then I always like to hit Alt B from here, and it should open up a browser for us that we can look to see if everything works correctly. All right, so it looks like it did. And we've got our red triangle with our JAB in the right colors. It looks like everything went good. Now, I have done this before, and then I created the test, and the test failed even though it was generating this. Um, so I had to fix some of those things. So we're going to see, check our test. in order to do that, you have to create a test file, which is the test.js. And essentially what we are trying to do is making sure that our code for a triangle shape creates a triangle shape um, with these uh, guidelines, because we expect it to create a triangle with these definitions. So once you come in here and once you create that, what you then do, you don't have to close the integrated terminal. I just do, just to get a fresh start. So I'm going to close it, and then I'm going to open it out of the test file in the terminal. And it shows us, where we're at in the file. So we're in the lib file, which is going to pull from that file, which is good. And all you have to do from here is run npm test, and it'll go through all of the jest uh, tests that you've created. And jest is the one that um, does all the testing for us and makes sure that it's rendering like it should. So we give it a few minutes and make sure it's doing what we want it to do. Okay, there it goes. So it's running from that file, from the shape.test, and it shows that everything passed. The triangle shape created correctly, the circle shape, the square, they all rendered correctly, which is good. And that is my shape / logo generator. Obviously, there's probably a lot more